All right, guys, we're back. Season 4, episode 8 of the Cookout going live right now on YouTube, Twitch, and IG Live. We got Adam and Eris as always. Boys, it's been a couple weeks, but how are we doing?
Doing good, man. Got some grapes.
We have hella grapes.
I
What
like grapes. When do we start eating these?
now?
Now?
The ticker starts now. So, I don't know what the parameters are. Is it just like the sheer amount of grapes that we eat for this?
I forgot what it was.
Well, for you guys, yeah, probably because y'all were saying that y'all could eat,
How many?
however many grapes. And
Did we say a sheer number of grapes? Like I think I said like 30 grapes.
I think so, yeah. I think 30 was the number.
I feel like there's more than 30 grapes in here. I feel like this, like the front.
I don't remember the exact number you said, but I know that it was 1,000 grapes in a bowl.
Okay.
And the question was, how many could you eat? And you knew one was poisonous. How many would you eat? And then I said, well, you also have to imagine that you're going to start like cramping up or getting full or whatever on grapes. That's what Adam was like. I could probably eat X amount. I don't know what number it was. X amount of grapes. And then, so like, that's how we got here. So now we're just kind of seeing how many grapes you can fucking eat in the span of like, we got like another hour. So here we go.
Yeah, usually our shows are about an hour and a half. So, so I have a pound of grapes in this bowl, and Adam has a 2-pound package of grapes. So we're just gonna sit here and just eat grapes as we do our show, and then see. Also, mind you, I just ate dinner before this, so I wanted to treat this as normal. I didn't want to starve myself for this. I wanted to treat it as a normal day because if presented with this opportunity of if this was like a real hypothetical situation of if you were presented with a bunch of grapes, how many would you eat? No one could kill you. I said I could eat 30 grapes. There's more than 30 grapes in here. But as I was pulling the grapes from the stems before like washing them, the package didn't look very big. Pause. Pardon. As I was pulling the grapes off the stem, I was like, there was a lot more grapes in this package than I thought. In this 1-pound package. So I might be in some trouble here. But I think I can finish this. Like at least 1 pound before the show is over. I don't think you're gonna finish 2 pounds of grapes before the show is over.
No.
No, I don't.
I like grapes.
I like grapes too, but I know I wouldn't finish because I talk too much on the show. So I feel like I gotta mediate the show. But I feel like you or maybe Eris probably could. Anyway, on the show, we do the grape challenge. We do the NCAA tourney recap because we haven't done a show since we did the preview. We talk about the WNBA draft that happened last night. Nico, I'm not even going to try and pronounce his last name. And like NIL talk in general. NBA playoff preview. There is a bracket challenge on ESPN that we can do a bracket for the NBA playoffs. So we will preview the NBA playoffs as well. But we'll start with the NCAA tourney recap. So can we look at how our bracket ended up?
You can.
Surely you can, right?
I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it on our on the website. However, I don't know if I can. We did win one of the challenges, or one of the what do you call it? pools that we were in. I think it was Adam's friend's pool or something. I don't know. One of them.
No, we got third in that one. I got second. Other buddy Josh got first.
Ball knowers.
No, there was something that we won. We got first in something.
The one I ended us in for money, we got third.
I'm pulling this up now.
Ball knowers.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to say for the record that the one oh shit, never mind. Yeah, college football crew. None of these people, like Jay Hicklin, T. Powell, Jay Goodall, L. Boston, Jay Mitchell. None of these are your people.
T. Powell. That sounds like that might be Trey.
Wait, Trey, huh?
The Dr. Shadow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Trey. I don't know any of the other people.
We won that one.
Oh.
Ball knowers.
There's only 6 people in it. But we won that one.
W. All right, that's 6 people.
And then we got 4th in the other one. But I mean, yeah, if I didn't pick St. John's to win the whole thing, you know.
Yeah, that's bad news. That's bad on your part.
I was in good shape if I didn't pick St. John's to win the whole thing.
That's bad on your part, brother.
Sorry, this just in. Noodlehead subscribe, tier 1 sub. They've been subbed us for 40 months. I don't even know how long that is. How many months are in a year? 12.
There you go.
Month knower. Month knower. 40 divided by 12. It's 3 years.
Well, yes.
3 in the third year.
Is 40.
3 in the third year.
It's quick math.
Carry the 2.
PE teacher over here. Quick math up here, though.
Half Asian right
math
here.
There.
Half
PE
Asian here.
Here.
They're on a 39-month streak right now. So
that's tough shit. Even though I'm still mad at her because I ain't got my get back yet.
Facts.
But we'll get that. We gonna get that. On God, we gonna get that. We gonna get that. GBG.
Yeah. Anywho. Holy shit. Cat Patronus has also gifted 5 gifted subs. Just now as well. So we're on a hype train right now.
Hype train, whoop whoop.
Hype train, whoop whoop. So for the next 4.5 minutes, we're on a little hype train. So anytime someone subs, it resets the train. So we're on a hype train right now. So Cat Patronus has taken over as like, oh wait, never mind. They've been like our number 1 sub person for a while.
Take that off, Aries.
My fault.
They have either subbed or gifted 45 subs.
Damn.
In their lifetime. So I appreciate you. All right, so that's like a few shots then, I guess. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I don't know if whiskey's gonna go well with grapes.
This should, right? Tennessee apple.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like brandy's pretty good.
Shout out to Brandy, by the way. She'll be on the host singing. Just because you said the name.
She was singing. I'm sitting up in my room. Cheers. Cheers. Okay. I've made a pretty good dent in these grapes. I'm not gonna lie so far, and we're about.
I feel like I have not. I'm being full.
Bo, are you counting or are you just kind of eating?
I'm just eating. Was I supposed to count?
How you
No,
know
we're gonna weigh.
nigga?
We gonna weigh it.
You gonna weigh it? Bo didn't weigh his either.
He did weigh it. He said it's a pound.
It said a pound on the
He
package.
did say a pound. He did say a pound.
So I've gotten a good dent in this bowl already. So anyway, yeah. So honestly, between last year, I think last year we had a pretty decent bracket. The year before is when like FAU and all that shit at San Diego State.
Yeah,
so we don't count that one. But we had a pretty good run this year in terms of like,
yeah, for sure.
I think it's because it was a lot of chalk, which like we knew going in this NCAA tournament was gonna have a lot of chalk. And what do you guys? I wanted your guys' take on, because I'm getting like mixed feedback on if this was the best NCAA like tournament ever, or that they like people liked it more because it was more chalk at the end, or did you not like it as much because there wasn't as many Cinderellas or like upsets as before? I wanted your guys' thoughts.
I think it depends on how you appreciate the tournament. If you appreciate the tournament for, like you said, Cinderella stories and if you appreciate the tournament for Cinderella stories and things like that, then yeah. But if you appreciate good basketball, the best basketball at a high collegiate basketball level, then this is for you. For me, in my opinion, I appreciate it because, like you said, like I just said, I appreciate high level basketball. And I appreciate the best teams playing their best at the end of the season. So I enjoyed it. I don't know if I would say it's the best. I would have to think about it. But it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I see the full season, the best 4 teams playing the best basketball. Can't be mad at that.
Yeah, I agree. For the people that, if you, like I said, you want to see good basketball, I loved it. Every game was good. The Cinderellas, I mean, they're good, but in the end, we don't want to see that. You know, it kind of dampers things.
I didn't want to see FAU versus San Diego State in the final.
It's cool in the first weekend, right? But we'll see the best.
I agree. My thing is that you gotta think, you have to look at like with transfer portal and stuff. Cinderella is just gonna look different. Like it's gonna be like on like it's not gonna be a team anymore. It's gonna be like on a player. Like players are gonna be the Cinderellas now. Like Walter and what's the guy? Broom from Auburn.
Janai Broom.
Yeah. So like those people are gonna be like your Cinderellas, like going from like smaller schools to bigger schools and then leading their teams to Final Fours or championships. Like that's gonna be like the Cinderella stories, in my opinion. Now, like you're not gonna see those. You're not gonna see Loyola go to the Final Four anymore, in my opinion. Like you're not gonna see Sister Jean anymore, like stuff like that. Because if you have a good run, like some sort of good run, like those top players are gonna get plucked by Duke or wherever. Like Sion James or whatever, he went from Tulane, I think it was, to Duke. Like any sort of decent player from like a mid-major is just going to get plucked to like a high major D1. So those teams aren't going to make deep runs in the tournament anymore. So this could be just like an overreaction for like this year, that it's just a chalky year, but I don't know.
I mean, I think there's some truth to that, right? That, you know, like you said, really good players from low majors, major D1s, I guess, are going to go to high major D1s. I think that's the trend. I think you just have to catch, in order to get a Cinderella team, you're probably going to have to catch them a year where, before they get plucked. You know what I mean? So if you catch them like next year, it'll be a team that gets rated or whatever for the year following. But if you catch a team at the right time, wrong. You always say that. However, it hasn't been me since they lied to you and said it was me.
We're actually early.
So ever since they said it was me, it hasn't been me. But anyway, yeah, like you have to catch them at the right time before all their talent makes it to a high D1 or whatever.
Yeah, basically your mid majors, you get one good year.
You get 1 year to make that happen. But even still, same with the coach. If you have a really good coach at a mid major,
that's true.
You have a really good coach at a mid major, you got 1 year, one run, and they're in Michigan or Indiana or Texas. They're on the way out.
That's true. That's true. I don't know.
Yeah, if you're a mid major, you're in danger right now.
Yeah, I mean,
losing everything. Like, losing
the basketball program,
losing the player, losing the coach, losing the players, NIL money, scholarships, everything. He's just in there losing it all.
What did you guys think of? I wanted you guys because I wanted obviously I was rooting for St. John's, but what did you think about Rick Pitino benching RJ Lewis for the last 5 minutes and change?
I mean, it's one of those hindsight things that people if it worked, people would have been calling him a genius,
right? The balls to sit your best player the last 5 minutes,
I don't know more basketball than Rick Pitino, so I'm not going to argue with him.
Right.
However, I mean, like you said, hindsight. You want your best player out there. I'm always an advocate of letting them niggas play, and if you lose, it's like, that was my horse the entire year. You know what I mean?
He was playing so bad.
He was playing so bad. Like it was, yeah. It was.
It wasn't great.
I mean, even still, I don't know. I'm assuming the conversation often was like, RJ, you have to do this. You need to do this. You're not making shots. You need to do this, whatever. And if RJ not listening, then all right. Then I mean, you're not. You're the best player on the team. However, nigga, you have to be coachable too.
Right. Well, Rick Pitino, I think Stephen A. just interviewed RJ Lewis, and on Stephen A.'s pod, RJ Lewis said that, Stephen A. said that Rick Pitino said that he benched him because of a list of things, and RJ Lewis basically was like, yeah, that's tough feedback to hear. I wish Rick Pitino would have coached me a little better instead of kind of giving up on me or whatever. So I don't know what those conversations were like on the bench. I mean, we do know people that are on St. John's bench, so maybe we could ask them.
Insider information.
We could get some insider information. Maybe we could have them on the show. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I thought that was wild. I'm looking at the bracket right now. I'm trying to think of other games. The Houston Purdue game was close. Houston was in some.
They play some bad basketball.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they did. They did. What did you think about the Duke game, though? I mean, obviously, Air's Duke fan. So, did you guys watch that game together?
No, I was in Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I thought we lost. I thought Duke lost the game. I mean, it is what it is. We'll take it though. Hey.
Did you agree with the over the back call?
Don't leave.
I thought the calls were fine.
Yeah, we gotta watch this shit together. We gotta listen to this shit together.
I thought the call. I mean, you can say the same thing either way. You could find the call if you really wanted to. Duke lost the game.
Also, Grape update. I'm making a dent.
You get some more, brother. You should down.
I'm getting full. I am getting full.
I do not like the call.
Mhm.
I'm not saying it was the wrong call or anything like that. I don't like it because pointing the game kind of doesn't matter. You make the call that you see. I just personally don't think that referee that made the call could see. And so that's why I hated it, because it was just like, whatever. The call was the call, right? I just, as a fan watching the game, I didn't like it. Again, because of who called
It's
it.
a bad call. It was a bad call.
Because of who called it. I don't care if they make the call, but as far as the game losing, the moment just got too big, right? It was like Duke didn't make a field goal for the last
5 minutes.
No. They didn't score in the last 5 minutes. They didn't make a field goal in the last
11 or something.
10, some minutes.
They had some free throws,
Mhm.
but they didn't score. They didn't make a field goal in the last 11 minutes of the game.
Hold on. What do you?
What do you mean by that?
There
it is. It just seemed like inexperienced. They just couldn't get the ball in bounds. Moment got too big. They start rushing, and obviously they had the worst free throw shooter at the line when they needed a free throw too.
Yeah, I was like, Tyrese Proctor is just okay, just not passing the ball when he shoots 60% from the line, and you're just like, it's like, don't worry, I got us. Doink.
I didn't know he was that bad.
Bro, I didn't know he was
such a
that
good 3-point shooter.
Yeah, so I'm thinking he a guard. I'm like, fuck, man. I'm saying
point guard.
Somebody else, right? Like, why we foul him?
And he just purposely did not pass that hoe.
So I was like,
Good press break.
Right. So that was crazy.
And another thing, John Shire had a really good player on the bench for a majority of time whenever you need to score. You're not scoring. And he had a really, really good player on the bench, just chilling, vibing out, not playing. I don't know, man. It was like, questionable stuff, especially down the stretch of that game.
Who are you talking about?
I can't think of number 3. Can't think of his name though. Anyway, really good lanky wing. Evans, that's his name. That's his last name.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He just didn't play down the stretch of the game. And you're not scoring. You're struggling to score. Struggling to get the ball in bounds. Just a lot of shit.
Yeah, they're guarding. That's why.
Yeah, Houston's guard.
Yeah,
Houston was out there guarding.
Houston gonna guard. We know that.
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of disappointed in Tyrese Proctor in that last 5 minutes, because it's like he just seems like okay, just running down the court and just going to sit in the corner. He was just banking on Cooper Flagg.
Cooper Flagg was hooping though.
I know, but he can't bring the ball up the court. You can't just bank on 6'10" Cooper Flagg to bring the ball up the court against Houston, who is guarding they're here to guard
everything and everybody.
Right. They're here to guard everything. And they were banking on Cooper Flagg to break the press. No, I don't know. Anyway, Florida, Texas Tech kind of sold.
Same thing.
Same kind of thing. Arkansas, honestly. Arkansas could have tripped and fell into Elite Eight. Michigan State almost went to the Final Four too. I don't know. What do you think of the final though?
Houston fucked that one off.
Yeah.
Houston went ahead and fucked that one off.
Yeah.
Not great.
It's just not great. Yeah, it's not great.
One was too big.
Mm-hmm. I didn't like Emmanuel Sharp down the stretch. Ooh-wee.
Dude, oh my god.
Yeah,
Ooh-wee.
he made some bad decisions. People were hating on the play call. I thought the play was fine. He was there.
I'm not even talking about the shot. I mean, the shot, he should have shot that bitch or threw it off the nigga or something.
Right, because they're there to rebound.
Even before that, he tried to create a shot, like going to his right, dribbled that hole out of bounds off his leg.
Yeah, I don't think that was his fault. I think the play got messed up.
Maybe.
Like the two players that like bumped into each other, so he kind of just went off script.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he got somebody reached in and peeled him.
Oh,
it looked bad though. All right. Yeah, you gotta get him out of here.
Where Mod's at?
Mod.
Where Mod's at? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Emmanuel Sharp had a tough game. Didn't shoot it well. Being best.
One for 8 from 3.
1 for 7. Uzan didn't shoot it well.
Made bad shots, bad decisions. Yeah.
LJ Cryer didn't shoot it well.
He had to do everything. Shit, he running around.
Yeah,
Right.
Walter didn't play exceptionally well either until
Walter played like trash. Yeah.
Yeah, he played.
He didn't score the first.
He didn't score until like 8 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, that was his first field goal.
Yeah, like he didn't score for the first like 25 minutes.
Yeah, because Houston had him in hell.
30 minutes.
You
You can make shots, you can play in the league for sure.
Will Richard was keeping them afloat the entire game.
That motherfucker shoot.
Will Richard is tough.
He should fuck at that.
Could Walter play in the league?
You can make shots, you can play in the league.
Yeah, he a shot maker. So
also he's just consistently getting better.
Yeah, the people that are
goes back.
What?
You think he can go back, can he, or no?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
He's a senior.
I think he's a senior.
A senior?
Yeah.
No. He started or he played as a freshman at Iona.
2 years at Iona, 2 years at Florida.
So he can go back there.
There was no COVID year.
Yeah, this is the last year of the COVID players, I think. Or
Yeah.
I think so.
He was there literally like when Jeff was there.
I mean, yeah, I knew that. I thought he had a little something, you know.
No. And also
Janai Broom was 25. My bad.
no.
Fucking the dude for Auburn's 25 too.
Right, dude at Creighton is 26 with a child.
Jerome Roberts for us, he's like 26. He played fucking 7 years.
Also, if you're Walter Clayton, do not come back.
I don't think his draft stock is that high. I mean, he's in the first round now, but I don't think he's in the lottery.
No, I don't think he'll get there. But I think he can get like just outside. 17.
Also, they listed him at 6'3". We're definitely not 6'3".
That's what I'm saying. He's a little small. Yeah.
Because I've seen him and I've stood next to him, and we're very close. He's taller.
How tall do you think 6'3" is, Bo?
Well, I'm 6'1", and he's barely taller than me.
It's like that. You're not gonna be able to really tell.
I mean, 6'3", between 6'3" and 6'1", I can tell. I have friends that are 6'3", and they're definitely taller than me. But
yeah, but like it's like I
don't know.
I'm 6'4", and I feel like I got a lot on Bo. Pause. And you can tell.
Well,
that's only 3.
Yeah, me and Walter are like pretty much eye level. Anyway, he's strong though.
Oh, he's
strong. They're strong as hell.
I think he should go. Even if he could go back.
That's
very strong.
Yeah, I like it. That's why I thought Florida would win.
I feel like if he goes back, like it's not going to do him any favors. In my opinion,
it could. He can get into the lottery.
Is the lottery that much more money? Like in terms of like your first
so,
like
yeah.
rookie contract?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then maybe. All right, then maybe.
And in college in general, shit.
Oh,
You can make it fine. You probably
true.
make more either way.
Well, he hasn't declared for the draft yet, has he?
I don't know if he.
I mean,
like,
Cooper
has
Flag
to.
hasn't even declared for the
What's
draft.
he
I think
gonna do? Shit.
I feel like he has until like May 15th or something like that. Until you have to declare or something like that. Or
I think you got, and I think they get a longer window because it's when your season is over, too, something like that.
Anywho, okay. Moving on to the WNBA. WNBA draft happened last night. No surprise, Paige Beckers, number 1.
Sir, come on.
To Dallas.
Come on.
To Dallas Wings.
Come
Look,
on.
I was gonna buy a Paige Beckers jersey no matter where she was going, but it's better that she's in Dallas because you guys are in Dallas, so that helps. Might just order that hoe right now. Let's go ahead and order. So that was Dallas Wings. Dallas Wings.
Dallas, man, we gotta have us a white hooper.
Right. Lost Luca, but you gained Paige Beckers. So, look, they already got her. First of all, also her and Enrique Ogunbowale gonna hand out baskets. That might be the toughest backcourt in the WNBA. Because Enrique is giving you 30. Like almost every night. And the fact that she was not on Team USA for the Olympics was criminal.
Crazy.
They got Dejanay Carrington too.
Yes.
Oh man.
Hey man. Parade coming soon.
Hey, the Wings might be it. Yeah, Enrique is tough. I'm not gonna lie. Enrique might be one of my favorite players to watch. Yeah, they got paid. They got. Yeah, that's Enrique is a hooper.
Yeah.
April 27th.
That makes sense. And I kind of like Dallas's jerseys.
Yeah, they're not ugly.
Hold on, let's share screen here.
Definitely gonna be in UT Arlington.
Mm-mm-mm.
Definitely gonna be watching them hoop. So.
Let's see which one do I like. Do we like this? Oh, give a big picture like this one.
That one's definitely better than the first. I don't like the.
You don't like this?
Yeah, I don't like that. Like the hip
Yeah.
stripes.
Yeah. You don't have white ones?
So we're black every game.
Right. I got one jersey. Come on now. We gotta do better than this. We gotta do better than this. But yeah, we definitely getting a Paige jersey. We need those.
We live 5.
We live 5. College Navy. Now I need to know, like, is this
Women's?
Right, before I send myself off. Yeah. I need to look at the sizing chart before I send myself off, but I definitely need
Live 5.
definitely need one. Let's see. Haley Van Lith to Chicago. Let's go live. Her and Angel Reese teaming up again.
See how they do.
We'll see how it goes.
Angel Reese start getting her own rebounds though. That shit. Come on, man. we gotta start doing that shit.
Look, here's the thing.
They gotta make that like a traveling. Like you only get it once as a travel.
You can only get your own rebound like once a possession.
Yeah.
After that is a travel.
Yeah. We gotta stop that shit. That shit would be
just rebound farming. That is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, where does the Dallas Wings play?
They play at UT Arlington.
UT Arlington.
Oh, by AT&T Stadium.
Oh, okay.
In Arlington, same area. Nice. It's a nice arena though. I've been there to watch USA volleyball a couple of times.
Got you. Okay. Because I come down
there too.
Let's see. When do I come back to Dallas? I come back to Dallas twice this year. But I don't remember when the WNBA season starts.
July, right?
July?
Runs July.
Yeah, it runs this year. They start hooping like right away.
Okay. August 2nd through the 3rd. I am in Dallas.
They'll be playing.
August the 2nd through the 3rd.
Or August 2nd and 3rd, I have a tournament in Dallas.
Adam probably gonna be on somebody's boat. You know how he is.
Might be on. We can get on the boat. Let's get on the boat.
Get on the boat, I'm gonna die.
You got life jackets?
Fall off it. August 1st. August 1st, they got a game against the Fever.
Flying early.
Paige Beckers against Caitlin Clark. That'll be tough.
We get them early, bro.
We may need that.
You got to get them right now.
It's gonna be hard to get in that motherfucker.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
May need that. I don't know.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. They might have to move that motherfucker. American Airlines.
They definitely gonna move that bitch.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking at tickets for that right now. Ooh, 487.
500.
Ooh, 5,700. Ooh.
They got to. Ain't nobody gonna buy that. They got to move them. They got to move that.
Oh,
they have to move that into American Airlines.
They have no choice but to move that game.
Those tickets are way too expensive.
Wow.
They got them. Yeah, they got to.
That is crazy.
You get tickets for like $50. Niggas will pull up to that hole. It'll be a party outside.
Wow, 10 grand for under the basket.
Crazy.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Wow. Oh, well, this is right next to Caitlin Clark's bench. Wow.
You can pay $10,000 to watch her be on the court the whole time and not sit on the bench.
Facts. Do they not let people sit up here?
Most time.
To be honest, the hoes might be gone. Shit. You see the other ones are blacked out too, or brown black. The ones like right out of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all. They might already be sold out.
That's what I'm saying. They gotta change that motherfucker.
They gotta change that hoe.
Well, how would they move it if they've already like sold tickets for it?
Who cares? You want to make more money or not?
We had to figure it out.
Damn. I mean, I could stay till Tuesday. The New York Liberty.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's at New York. Damn.
Go to the game above that, Bo, and see what the tickets are for that one.
Wednesday?
Yeah, I just want to see the ticket difference.
Oh, okay.
The Caitlin Clark effect.
Yeah. Atlanta Dream. I think they just
Look at that, bro.
60, 40.
Yep.
Caitlin Clark met the effect, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
I mean, good for. I mean, shit.
So they got fucking season tickets, man.
Mhm.
Fucked up, Bears.
I know a guy. I'm gonna see if he can. I'm gonna see what he can make it happen.
That's insane. Let's see. What about I mean Chicago Sky? That's like Angel Reese and Haley Van Lith. I'm sure
Come
probably
home, Haley.
that's pretty sold out already too. Damn, ticket price is crazy.
200.
2,100, 1,200,
28.
2,800, 2K. That's crazy. Good for women's sports though.
Facts.
That's insane.
Facts.
That starts right there.
Yeah.
That starts.
Yeah. Shit,
We'll put a
man.
fever at home in June too. Right there.
Fever.
June 27th.
Oh yeah. Dude, imagine if they play each other in the play. Oh, this is at
What the fuck is
American
that at?
Airlines.
Oh, that's a so they moved the first one already.
Oh, so that's why.
Yep, the first one's already gone. They moved it to American
Oh, that
Airlines.
hoe too.
Yeah.
So even up here in like the mezzanine levels, 355. And then down here in the 100 level, 500.
$12, $13, $12. Jeez.
As the man grows, they can always they'll open up those 300s.
They may have sold those already.
I doubt it. I don't think they're open yet.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Good for you, WNBA, for sure.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
OD.
Good for you.
Yeah, that's OD.
And W is small. They need, you get about once Juju get there, that was something you got like 4 like
Right.
giant
Yeah,
names,
trying to run them off now.
Right.
And then you can build on it. That's you got 2 big names on the same team. Enjoy the heavy man lip. Does that start?
Yeah, Carmelo Cardozo too. Cameron Brink coming back from injury. Yeah. I forget. Where does Sabrina play now?
Liberty.
New York, yeah.
Oh. Man.
Liberty.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts.
Good for them.
All right. Let's talk about Nico. How do you guys know how to pronounce his last name? Nico
Iamaleava.
What is it?
Iamaleava.
Whatever.
Iamaleava.
I still said that wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, got it.
Anywho, wanting more money from Tennessee, held out from spring ball, and then Josh Heupel, to his credit, was like, all right, fuck that. We're just going to move on from you. And then decided that they're moving on from Nico. And now Nico's kind of assed out without a job and without a school because he wanted more money in NIL that Tennessee refused to give him. One, do you guys think that that's going to be a trend? And 2, where does Nico kind of go from here?
I kind of learned that like, and I don't know if it was how true it was, but like that coaching stuff, they're like a band of brothers, right? It's like, did you hear how Josh Heupel found out about Nico or whatever?
I do not.
Apparently, apparently, obviously Nico was making a big deal and he was holding out and stuff. Um, and I don't think they knew he was going to. But then, apparently, he was like snooping around trying to find a better deal and trying to find more money. And what's Oregon's coach name?
Dan Lanning.
Dan
Dan Lanning. Dan Lanning called Josh Heupel and was like, do you know Nico is like, trying to find more money? He's like, calling schools or whatever. And that's kind of how Josh Heupel found out. Was because Dan Lanning called Josh Heupel and was like, your quarterback is looking for money.
Mm-hmm.
And then he didn't show up. And Josh Heupel was like, fuck him, he's going to see you. Which is insane. Yeah. It's crazy.
So do you think like this, do you think NIL holdouts will be like, this is kind of like the first situation of that? Do you think that this will be something that reoccurs, or do you think because Josh Heupel kind of like, oops, sorry, I hit the mute button. If Josh Heupel like kind of like shrugged it off and was like, all right, like no one's bigger than the program, like that'll deter people from doing what Nico did.
That's what I was thinking. Like, the first one is always like, how does it work? Like whenever like players started holding out of, unnecessary bowl games.
Mm-hmm.
And it obviously worked out well for players. And then it was like, damn, okay, like we can kind of like, it's fine type thing. If it works well, then you start to see more. In this case, it worked extremely poorly. And it's still to be determined, right? Like there's still to see how it plays out. However, it didn't start out too hot, so I think it definitely could deter players from trying that shit.
Yeah, I think it's gonna happen again, just because. I mean, you get those type of players. We all know those type of players on those teams. They just have a different way of expressing themselves and doing shit. It's always gonna be those people that think they're bigger than everybody. You give them that money, that's what you get.
Yeah. I also read that it's not really Nico that's driving this; it's his dad.
Yeah.
So
and that happens. We've heard of that before. How many times?
Based off kind of what I was like reading, it was like it definitely sounds like somebody other than a player driving it.
His dad wanted to hold out of the playoff game.
Yeah, because they said that he said something like they paid him for 12 or a max of 13, not more than that or whatever. Like if you made an SEC championship, then you'd play 13, but you didn't play extra like playoff appearances and stuff. Yeah, that sounds so much like a lawyer, or not a lawyer, an agent or a parent.
Then to me, that's not college football. I don't want that. I don't want that shit, like if you're even for Texas, like if Arch Manning came to Texas for money, I'm like, it's not the same.
Yeah,
I don't want that in college football. I want you to. The money can help for sure.
Yeah,
but I don't. My thing is, if you come to the school for money, obviously, you don't want that. It's in the sport now, so players are gonna make that decision.
Yeah.
My issue is like you said, when it becomes more about the money than okay, you got your money, let's hoop now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Arch, I don't like if Arch was like, hey man, we're the number one team in the country. I played my 12 games.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd have an issue with that and it'd be like, yeah, fuck it, bro. Like go to the league or transfer. I don't care.
Yeah, I like the fact that NIL is around, so like players can get paid for their name, image, and likeness. But I think it's like situations like this is kind of exploiting what NIL was for. and like I get it's kind of a business, but like now that's like where you have to draw a line somewhere, and I think that's why like the regulations, like we have to like regulate this somehow, because it's just like the wild west, and I don't know how
And
you fix it.
honestly, Nico's not even that good to be doing all that.
Exactly. That's another thing. Like because that's the next thing. It's like the market for him, like people aren't
Who do you think you are?
like people aren't really after him like that. Like he's gonna have suitors, like there is like a list of that makes sense, but
yeah, but like
but it's not like he was lighting the SEC on fire. Like he makes bad decisions.
is these dumb people making decisions. They think it's gonna be like when he's getting recruited out of high school, right? It's like, oh, out of high school, you had this, and this. You're not getting that no more. We see you now.
Right.
You know what you can do.
Seen, brother.
Yeah. Right. There's tape out.
We see you as the SEC, so like we know, like, okay.
Right. So I mean, there'll be a market for him. Like he could go to like some lists that I see, like USC.
That makes sense.
Seeing UCLA. Let's see. I see Notre Dame on here as a list.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening, but I could definitely see USC or UCLA for sure. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, shout out Josh Heupel too, but because like,
hell yeah, fuck him.
Yeah. Because yeah, I don't know. Because I mean, like, if he didn't set that precedent, like, you could definitely see within like the next college football year, like another cohort of quarterbacks or on that team or
oh, okay, that's what we can do.
Right. That team or just college football in general, quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs. Like I'm gonna get beat up behind a shitty offensive line and you're only paying me this. Like you have to pay me more. Also, I'm out of grapes.
Yeah.
I'm out of grapes.
Still wet.
I'm out
of big dent in mine.
I'm out of grapes. I'm not gonna lie. If I had to,
could you get any more?
I could eat the other package of grapes.
Pretty easy. I can finish this 100%.
Do I want to? I do not. But for the sake of the grape challenge, I can put to rest that I could eat 2 pounds of grapes if I want to.
I think that's safe to say.
It's not as crazy as we thought.
It's not. You'd be really rich if we had to be.
Right. If I had to eat a bunch of grapes to be rich, I could do it.
As long as you don't eat the poisonous
one. Right. The poisonous one we lost.
You never know.
It was a good experiment. I'm glad that I ordered grapes today. Shout out Instacart. But
yeah, man, we ate some fruit, man.
Hey, we ate some fruit. That's huge. My mom would be happy. My mom would be happy with me that I had some fruit today. Because I did not have any fruit today. I drank some apple juice, but I did not have.
We promote healthy lifestyle.
Exactly. You know, we've been in the gym. We're getting ready for the summer. You know what I'm saying?
I ran 2 miles today.
Adam ran 2 miles today. And, you know, Eris, you know, I had some grapes today. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we're just a symbol of health here. Anywho, wanted to get you guys' thoughts on Colorado retiring Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter's jersey. What do you guys think about that?
I didn't know colleges could even do that. First of all, I've never When I first thought, I was like, "Can you do that? Is that like?"
I
Has
thought
any college done that? I don't know what college has done that.
Well,
I need to look it up.
I know people have done that in basketball.
Well, Texas has never like done it, but like they just don't assign those numbers.
Yeah,
Like you don't see number 10 on Texas offense anymore. You don't see 12 on Texas offense anymore.
Oh,
They just don't assign 34. They just don't assign them.
that's fair.
Like I noticed that a little while back, and it was like you kind of know why. You know what I'm saying? Like they just don't assign those numbers. I didn't know you could retire.
yeah.
Maybe teams do it. Like I don't know if Texas actually did it.
I know
the numbers, but
I know Wisconsin will put like in the ring around Camp Randall like players' numbers. Oh wait, Louisville retired Lamar Jackson's jersey last year. That was the thing.
So Travis Hunter, I mean, for me, Travis Hunter kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Shedeur Sanders, on the other hand,
They both do.
I mean,
he ain't had one without the other.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm kind of iffy on it on Shedeur. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know. You can. You know. I mean,
I'm not upset.
Different quarterback.
Does Travis Hunter win the Heisman with a different quarterback?
Yeah. Like as just a regular quarterback. You think he was a Heisman? I don't. I
would agree. Yeah, I would.
I don't think he gets those yards.
I would
just because Shedeur was spinning that motherfucker.
I agree, and I feel like people like I was having a conversation at work about this today, and there is some nepotism here. However, I don't care about that because there's nepotism in sports, there's nepotism in work. I don't really care. Well, people are, like the argument was like if it wasn't Deion's son, like would he have his jersey retired or whatever?
Probably
Right. So that part of it, but I don't care. You know, that part doesn't matter. That part doesn't matter to me. However, and people are referring to the fact that he was only like 13-12 as a starter at Colorado or whatever. But that first team at Colorado was terrible. Like they were awful. And this team, even this past year, was awful. And like they wouldn't even had a winning record while they both were there if it wasn't for those two in general. And the kind of like what they both had to deal with, especially like Shedeur with like the offensive line that they had, no running game whatsoever.
Apparently, having your jersey retired in college is just really prevalent, actually.
Okay.
I
just don't remember. I'm
looking at a list of retired players' numbers, and it's like a lot.
At Texas?
And everywhere.
Okay, so like to your point about like just having players not have their number assigned, I do acknowledge that.
Yeah, I knew that.
But yeah, it's just kind of understood. Like at USC, no one wears 5.
Okay, you gotta ask. You ask. Hey, can I wear it?
So apparently, for a lot of schools, it's not retired. It's just they just don't assign it. But like for some, it is. For example, USC, they retired Reggie Bush's number, obviously.
Okay.
But they also have Carson Palmer, Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. His jersey's retired there. There's like a lot of retired numbers. But for Texas, they aren't officially retired. They just don't assign them. If that makes sense.
So just retire the most.
Right.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
What's the point?
I don't know.
Okay. Can I wear 10? No. All right. So
I'm a quarterback. Let me get 10. No. All right. End of story.
Right. Okay. Shit. I'm a running back. Can I get 34? No. Okay.
Can I get 20? No. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good. But we're just not gonna hang them anywhere, I guess.
He's gonna tell you no every time you ask.
Yeah. I mean, also, does Shiloh feel shitty? Obviously,
Probably.
he shouldn't get his jersey retired. However,
I think, but I think like for Shiloh in particular, I think he knows.
yeah,
And by I think he knows is like he's always known that Dion has favorites. He'll tell him all the time.
yeah, he has
That
rankings.
he has favorites and he ranks them. Yeah, and he ranks them.
He ranks his
So
own
like,
children.
So like he's known for years. This isn't new.
Yeah. Also,
I think he also knows that like those two are just a level above him,
right
on the football field. You know, it's like
right.
those are elite levels at their position.
Yeah, I mean Jimmy was it? Yeah, Jimmy Horn. Was that the wide receiver? It was Jimmy,
Yeah.
right? I mean he was really good too, but yeah, I mean you just can't
but you
start
know,
retiring
he's
every
not
above.
right. The same.
But also like, and like someone brought up like good point like. There's nothing about like Cordell Stewart like anywhere at Colorado, and like Cordell Stewart was really good at Colorado. Like no retirement, nothing.
That's what you know. It's what they brought to the program too. Like
fuck them. That's why.
Like Colorado is,
right.
you know,
right. It's not just
Colorado anymore. They got they made them a lot of money. Those three.
I agree. Fuck them.
Those three players.
Fair. All right. Eris, you had questions for us today?
Oh yeah.
Before we do NBA preview.
Sweet. The first was actually a basketball question. I saw this on TikTok somewhere. But hypothetically, let's say every single person, all of them in the world, are listed in a basketball tournament. Okay. How far do you think you make it in a worldwide, everybody involved basketball tournament?
What does that mean?
You're like playing one-on-one, playing one-on-one against the world, everybody. How far do you think you can make it? Babies, like old folks, everybody.
And it's at random?
Yeah, it's at random.
And I could be playing infants all the way to LeBron James.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
I feel like I can get a solid.
I could probably win like 6 rounds.
6? Imagine
I don't know who I'm running into.
Imagine they rank you. If you get ranked.
One-on-one, I'm not ranked very high. I'm a 3-and-D
Sure
guard.
You are. In the world, sure you're fine.
Right.
You'll be fine.
That's true. Okay.
I think I can get at least 20 rounds in.
20? Okay, in the world. 20 in the world.
Because you're playing the winners. You're playing the winners of each round. So it's like
that's true.
Right. That dwindles down. Like billion? How many people are in the world?
The first 5 are like, you know,
like cakewalks.
Right. I'm crip walking through the first couple rounds.
Well, I think
because I'm playing Eskimos. Like I'm playing like straight. Like first round, I'm probably playing an infant, and then second round, I'm probably playing like somebody from Iceland, and then
you got that's true.
By like 12, 13, I figure you're playing someone that knows what basketball is,
right?
That knows the rules of basketball.
I'm probably playing a high schooler from France by then.
Or no, you might be playing like a middle schooler, you know.
Right.
but like he knows, like
right.
Yeah. So like 12 or 13, you done made it to the 12-year-olds, huh?
Also depends on.
I feel like it gets harder really fast after that.
It also depends on like what are you playing to? Like, are we playing to 11?
What if you're playing to 7?
Yeah, say it's 7.
I mean, like once you get to like round 12, that's when the games start to get like 7-3.
Yeah.
7-3.
The games get a little closer, but like first couple rounds, I'm windmilling on grandma. Yeah.
You know, you're probably good.
But that's what I'm saying though. I said 20. 12 or 13 is going to start.
20 is a lot. Nah, because because after round 12,
guaranteeing 20 is tough. That's what I mean.
If we're facing middle schoolers in like 12, we're probably getting to like, I mean, some people in 8th grade are like 6 feet now. Like,
I mean, I'm not, but like a 6 foot 8th grader, I think I got him. Depending on which one.
Yeah.
Right.
Odds are.
Right. But I'm saying that like kids are transforming now.
I think I truly think you get through. You could get like you start playing middle schoolers around 13,
right?
And I think there's about 5 rounds of middle schoolers that you'll have to play.
I need a break.
Average high schooler,
right? I need a breakdown of how many kids are in the world versus males, females, old people. I know what like the probability is of who I would face.
13. You get to the middle schoolers around 13, and then you got about 5 rounds of that before you get to high schoolers.
Mm-hmm.
That, of course, you know what they're doing, but they're about, they're probably going to be slightly above average for a high schooler.
Right. You got to think too. You got to think too. We're gonna be facing people from like
everywhere,
a bunch of countries that like don't play
basketball.
But we're saying when we get to then,
they're probably weeded out by then.
See, but my thing is, I don't think they are. I think there's going to be a lot of bad players left because they played against bad players to get to where they're at.
Yeah, but like
we're still going to be playing against really bad players.
But we don't know that
I don't think you're playing against very bad.
Because
I don't think you know that.
Right, because the population of those people are very small versus the population of like America, China,
I'm whooping like
Europe,
the Chinese.
Shit,
I got them. Back to the basket.
You're not whooping 70% of Chinese.
I'm whooping 70% of China.
I'm telling you.
I'm whooping 70%. Matter of fact, I'm whooping 70% of Asia. just generally speaking, I got Asia. I'm better than 70% of Asia. So
also Russia is in Asia, by the way.
Make it 80. Add another 10.
But Russia's a part of Europe.
I thought Russia is in Asia. The Asian continent.
Make it 80.
Oh,
Russia. I thought Russia's in the Asian continent.
Oh, Russia's a part of Europe, brother.
Are we sure about that?
Harrison 5.
I'm not even
education, man.
I'm not even trying
Barack Obama would be so disappointed in his city.
Is Russia part of Asia? It says continent is Europe and Asia.
Also known as Eurasia.
So there, batch.
They're what? Are you serious?
Regardless, yes. I'm fine.
Hell no, not against Russia.
I'm fine.
Almost 3/4 of its landmass is actually in Asia.
Does not
European country, matter. What I was saying, Bo.
I think you're talking about Orientals when you're talking about me, Chinese, Japanese.
I think you're both right. Doesn't matter. I'm good.
Anywho, yeah, I don't know. All right, next question.
Oh, the next question was, so first you got to think of somebody you really dislike.
Okay.
If you were to curse that person with a minor inconvenience for the rest of their life, which minor inconvenience are you choosing?
Wet socks.
just consistent wet socks for the rest of their life.
Wet socks. Do you know how awful wet socks are?
Just
And you gotta walk.
always wet socks.
And you gotta walk like you put on. You ever step in a puddle, and it's
holding
the
a monologue right now.
you step in a puddle, and it's like you're not going inside your house anytime soon to switch out socks, and you just have wet socks for the foreseeable future in your shoes. That
Sucks, huh?
That sucks. That is what I would put on someone I dislike for the rest of their life. If I had to choose, is wet socks. You think I'm crazy? Go step in a puddle.
I think I'm gonna go with every time they have to use a streaming service, they have to type in everything.
What do you mean by that?
If you try to get into Netflix, it doesn't leave you signed in. You have to type in your login information every single time.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's what I'm going to choose. No matter what they're streaming, how they're streaming, they have to sign in every single time.
I would go too further on that, and that they have to change their password every time.
Reset their password.
You have to reset your password every time.
Every single time.
And then the next thing is when they watch their movie or show and they're getting ready and they're all set up, it skips over and over and over and over and over and over again while wearing wet socks.
Oh, my God.
Adam?
Mine kind of plays in with theirs. I was going to say they have to choose the capture images every time they log in. Every time, anytime you log in,
you type in a fucking
you're not a human.
Yeah.
You want to type in your password to your phone. Are you a human? Pick the street light. These are the images with a
Like,
be mad as fuck. You're in a presentation. Yeah. Oh, let me log in real quick.
I'm not gonna lie. I hate those games too. When you like click all the street signs, like bitch.
Oh my God. This. You know what the worst part of those things are? It's like, all right, like click all the things that have buses on them, right? And then there's always one that has like
a little bit. You're like, are we counting that? You never know, right? You choose it once, it works. You choose it another time, it doesn't work. It's like what's the standard? What's the standard where it's on the image?
We got a little bit of bus.
And it's even worse. The images be blurry as fuck already.
Exactly.
So
and
like,
then
you don't even know if it's just like a.
Oh, my side hurt.
And then I click next, and it's like, nope. Gotta do it again. And then it's like, all right, click all the ones with street lights, and then there's one with a little bit of street light, and then I don't click it because I'm like, you're not gonna get me twice, and then I click next, and I'm like, nope, do it again.
Crosswalk. Click the crosswalk.
I'm like,
crosswalk with. Oh my God! I'm crying. Oh shit.
Okay, love from a part of the Dodgeball Toronto media crew. Hey Brady, how are you doing? Dodgeball Toronto does amazing stuff with their media. That's a great hypothetical. So wet socks, having to put in your password anytime you do a streaming service, also resetting your password and it's skipping, and then having to, what do you call? Are you human?
Are you human?
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, I'm laughing.
That is hilarious. That was great questions. I don't know where you found those questions, but that was great questions. Okay. All right. Now for the NBA playoff preview. Playing game started
tomorrow.
Tonight.
They started tonight,
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. Orlando, Atlanta should be wrapping up.
What
if
is
it's not
this?
already over.
Might be over.
Yeah,
Magic won. Magic won. So
They are the 7th.
The Magic will play the Celtics.
So the Magic will play the Celtics. Totally fine.
Sweet Celtics in 4.
Right. Anywho, and then
Grizzlies Warriors is on right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that game is just now, or it's halfway through the first. Crazy that the Warriors and the Grizzlies are 7th and 8th seed. I don't know. Is this it for the Warriors?
Huh?
Is this it for the Warriors, you think?
Nah, they got Jimmy now to give it a go.
Yeah, I think they kind of just reboot.
All right. Let's fill out this bracket for the NBA playoffs. We can start with the West. We have the Thunder versus either the Grizzlies or the Warriors.
Nope.
Doesn't matter.
They'll play the they have another game, but anyway, it doesn't matter who they play out of any of the 4 teams.
Right. Or sorry, yes. Right. Sorry. Nuggets Clippers.
I like the Clippers.
What'd you say, Adam?
I say I like the Nuggets.
What did you think about the firing of Coach Malone too? I think there's like something like behind the scenes that's going to come out later.
Yeah, I think we'll hear some stuff in the offseason.
Right, some real devious happened, I think.
I think they can get by the Clippers though.
Yeah.
I just think it's weird that they fired both people who don't like each other for there to not be something weird that happened, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
I do think the Nuggets get by the Clippers though. Lakers and Timberwolves.
I think the Timberwolves are so bad.
I think the Timberwolves are
sweet.
bad. Lakers are 5. Rockets or Golden State, Memphis.
If it's Golden State, I like.
I like Golden State if it's Golden State, yeah.
Right.
But if it's Memphis,
we can adjust.
We can adjust. Let's assume it'll be.
Let's assume it's Golden State.
Golden State.
All right. Moving on to the East. First round, Cavs versus TBD.
I don't think it matters.
Doesn't matter. Pacers, Bucks. Dame is out for the start of the playoffs.
Is Halliburton playing?
I think Halliburton is playing.
Saw he was on my injury report.
Halliburton is good to go.
Without Dame, I think they're gonna struggle.
Yeah, I agree. Knicks and Pistons. I think the Pistons are really interesting.
I don't think they're there yet, though. I like the Pistons a lot, though.
Yeah,
I like the Knicks. I want to see Knicks Celtics, though. I think that's gonna be a show.
Well, you're gonna get them if they win. Yeah.
Don't even need to talk about it. Thunder, Nuggets. I think the Thunder. This is right. I think it's the Thunder's time.
I think the Thunder without a coach. I mean, the Nuggets without a coach.
Yeah. Lakers, and then we're assuming Golden State.
I think you still got the Lakers.
I got a Lake show.
And then Cavs, the Pacers.
I like the Cavs.
Yes.
Personally, I just don't think I don't want to overthink the East because I think it's gonna come down to Cavs, Celtics, like it's been pretty much the whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we know where this is going.
I think so too. You're going Thunder.
Oh, you're going Lakers? You guys think
Lakers
Celtics?
Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going Lakers Celtics.
Okay.
Put the NBA back on the map. This is what they wanted right here. Get their ratings back up. Ratings been low. Just gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah, Luka gets another stab at the Celtics.
Hey, Luka versus Tatum, that rivalry. They that's what they want.
Yeah.
I want to see it too.
Ryan McComb saying Thunder up. Yeah. I mean, I could see it, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't see the Celtics losing to the Lakers personally, but I'm also a homer, so.
I mean, I think the issue is going to be at some point.
It's going to be
the size, right? And that's. Obviously the Celtics can shoot the shit off the ball.
Yep.
I like the Celtics as well.
Also comes down to health too. Like if Kristaps gets hurt, then the Celtics are in trouble, in my opinion.
Well, Lakers can't afford anybody to get hurt.
That's how I feel about the Cavs though, because they've been extremely healthy all season.
Yep.
And I feel like they're a couple one injury away from. Score in the playoffs?
In the entire playoffs?
God damn! What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't even know what a good number would be. Like,
I'm about to look up what Jaylen Brown scored last year in the playoffs.
1,000? Is that a crazy number?
Jason Tatum.
Let's say they pay average of 24 games. 24 times. What 20? What's 25
what did
times?
Jaylen Brown score last year in the playoffs?
Hey Siri, how many points did Jaylen Brown score in the 2024 NBA playoffs?
He scored 454. So I think a nice round 470 is great. 475.
475.
What did Jason Tatum score last year? Jason Tatum scored 475 last year. Wow, look at me.
So let's go 483.
Beautiful.
What the fuck?
Imagine.
Are you human?
That would make me mad.
Yay.
Obviously, we have to throw it in DraftKings now. I did during the NCAA tournament put a future on Florida men and UConn women.
Safe bet.
It was a safe bet. Because my future of UConn men and UConn women did not pan out. However, championship game. I was scary. I was gonna do like 50, but I only did 15. Should have did more. I was soft. All right. Futures. There's no. Did I pass futures already?
Yes.
Yeah, team futures. Oh, they have OKC as the favorite.
Jesus.
200. I ain't gonna lie, that plus 1,400 on the Lakers look good. I might hit
What about that plus 2 billion on Dallas?
that. Boy.
Oh, sprinkle a little on the Lakers. 10.
Well, your money back at least. Some insurance. Nothing wrong with some insurance.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
20.
It's insurance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So win-win.
At worst. You know
Can't hate profit. We don't hate profit
Get
on this podcast.
Right.
It's on sale.
there.
It's on sale.
It's on sale.
On sale.
It's on sale. Let's make a little profit. All right, it's on sale.
If it's on sale, why not?
On sale, might as well make a little profit.
Basically free.
Say less. Okay. Good show. Boys are back. Verdansk is back.
Verdansk is back.
Do your research.
Do we get in stream Saturday?
WrestleMania Saturday, so
After
type shit.
I don't have plans Saturday, so
do a little. I'm down. Little drunk Verdansk.
Drop Verdansk Saturday.
Boneyard.
Okay.
Pull up.
Okay. Say less. Boys are back. Dropping in Verdansk on Saturday. Run it. All right. Say less. Show will be on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music later tonight.
Eat your grapes.
Yeah, we ate it. Eat your grapes.
I guess I'm dropping water.
Ate a pound of grapes today. Very healthy. So, anyway, all right. Bye.